Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into the chart. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for fun. Now let's look at Nasdaq. This is the weekly chart and we have these nice green candles, weekly candles. So what we've seen is that we broke above the 20 EMA and came to 50 EMA. 50 EMA offered resistance, and just as we expected, and now we are above the 50 EMA. So it might, let's see if it offers support, meaning that we might come back down, and if it offers support and we just bounce back up, that's very bullish. We don't have to come back down. Of course, however, we are still bearish in the sense that 20 EMA is below the 50 EMA, so we can have a fall anytime in the structure. However, for me, as long as we stay above 12,000, it's bullish, and we might come to hit my price target at around 13,500, even 13,700 is my price target. So once we hit 13, let me just see, 13,580 is my price target, and then 13,724. If we can break above this area, this might offer resistance, so we might spend some time here, even fall back, and then just continue the bull run, maybe even develop a higher low. We will develop a higher low sooner or later, but once we are above there, then off we go to around 15,000 and 200. Yeah, so based on this W pattern, I'm bullish. I'm bullish on Nasdaq. I do think we are going to continue this way to the upside. We had this bullish wedge. Usually when we have this pattern, we just shoot up to hit the price target, but we spend a lot of time, a lot of weeks here, and eventually this past week we hit the price target, the top of this wedge. So it was a valid formation, but we had to wait a lot. Once we see this, we can expect, after the lows, low bull runs. Now, I'm really curious about the daily chart. Let's look at the daily chart. This is the daily chart on Nasdaq, and we have all these green candles here. Now, what do we see here right now? On the daily, we had a golden cross, so 20 EMA is above the 50 EMA. That's a very good sign. And 200 EMA could also offer support, 12,173. What I see here, we might develop a triangle pattern here, might spend some time here, ups and downs, before we eventually break to the upside. So let's see what happens in the following few days. But that's what I see it might happen. I'm not sure. Based on what I see now, I'm not sure that we will continue to fall. We can, but I'm not sure about that one. So let's see. Good. Let's go over to the other indices to get some clue if we can still be very bullish. Let's look at S&P 500. This is the daily chart, and here we will see what happens. Here right now I don't see anything special here. On the daily we are bullish. We have a higher low and a higher high, so it's still very bullish. Looks very bullish to me. Let's go over to the weekly chart. Bullish means, of course, you can have down, but eventually we will go and continue the bull run. For S&P 500, for me, 4,075, 4,000, 100, 4,100, I would say, could offer support here, and then eventually we will probably go to 4,320, 25. Once we break above there, this area could offer resistance, so we might bounce back down or fall down and to develop a higher low. I expect it to be a higher low, and on the weekly we have this high, and now we have a higher high and a higher low. That's bullish. Could be we could continue this bull run, and once we are above 43.25, the next price target for me is 4,500, 45.90, 89, somewhere there. That's going to be resistance. All right. Now what's next? Let's see. Dow Jones. Dow Jones has been very slow. This is the weekly chart for Dow Jones, and we have this sort of inverse head and shoulder pattern, but it hasn't been developed yet. Will it develop? I need to make it longer. And of course, here we have a bigger shoulder. So is the shoulder part developing? What I see is that there's a golden cross here, and 20 EMA is offering support. You can see that we got touched 20 EMA but bounced back up, and even if we come back down to 33,200, we could bounce back up. Now once we are above this, if we can shoot above this area, I will look at it again if it's a valid inverse head and shoulder pattern, because in that case we are very bullish. Out of this pattern, the price target would be around 40,000, but it's not yet developed, so we are not sure about this yet. Let's go over to Germany. DAX, this is the weekly chart on the German index, and exactly what I predicted. I said we are going to continue this bull run. We have this very nice inverse head and shoulder pattern, very bullish formation, form a very valid formation. We came down to touch the neckline many times, but eventually I was expecting this actually this is a bullish flag for me, and we just broke to the upside, so I can measure the price target out of this formation. Of course, I already shared with you, for me the price target is 17,300. Now let me look at this bullish flag formation. I'm really curious. I really want to measure this because we broke above there, and I do think we are going to continue this bull run. Let's just look at the bodies of the candles. Here we go. So this is what I see, like considered to be a flag, a bullish flag. Now let me see, can I measure it? So the price target is actually 16,500. 16,500, interesting. All right. And 16,280 offers resistance. We could go there and spend some time there and even fall a little bit to develop a higher low there. Because is that all-time high? Yeah, that's the all-time high area, so it will be very strong resistance for this index. Now let's continue. Let's go over to Japan. This is Nikkei, the Japanese index weekly chart. Now let me see. We broke above the 20 and 50 EMA, very nice green candles. Can we continue this run to the upside? Let me just draw a line here because I see a resistance here. I'm curious about this. Let me just try to draw it from here to there. So I'm really curious if we can break above this line, above Well, next week it's going to be 27,970. If we can break above there, then the bull run is going to continue here as well. 28,500 is resistance, just like 29,200. These are the price targets. If we break above this area right now, this can be targeted. Very valid target. 27,959.60, somewhere there. This is targeted right now, I think. All right, let's go over to Russell. And this is the weekly chart on Russell. And we broke above 20 and 50 EMA, just as I was expecting it to do. And right now we are targeting the 2000 level. We hit 2000 and pulled back, which is not a surprise. We could even hit 2030. 2030, this is resistance, so we might spend time here before actually continuing the bull run, because we have a low, a higher low, a high, and a higher high finally, eventually. So let's hope we can continue. We need to break above 2030, and then the price target is 2135. That's all for now. See you next time.